I've got no choice but to go public with this right now. Share this with everybody you know, because we are all in danger. There is a massive effort underway right now, as you know, to completely destroy Donald Trump. The fake news media, which is the entire mainstream media, New York Times, Washington Post, The Atlantic, BuzzFeed, HuffPost, you name it. They have all been fabricating fake news day after day after day to try to destroy Donald Trump. They tried to make sure he couldn't get elected, but he did get elected. He won the election fair and square. So now they're not only trying to destroy him by the hour, there's a new effort to try to destroy any of his supporters in the popular media. This is the same kind of attacks that are now being waged against Sean Hannity, against Milo Yiannopoulos, against Michael Savage, against Rush Limbaugh. Well, that's been going on for decades. But the attacks are now going against Alex Jones and against me personally. And I believe I'm being targeted because I'm the publisher of Trump.news, which is now reaching almost 1 million unique visitors a month. The traffic has just exploded on Trump.news, and we are providing real, honest coverage of the Donald Trump presidency, not the fake news that the left-wing media is covering. So I have been threatened and warned that, and this has just happened recently, if I do not destroy Alex Jones, that the media will destroy me. So let me repeat that in case you didn't catch that. I am now being directly threatened in a rather malicious way that I'll get to in a minute, that if I do not destroy Alex Jones, they will destroy me with, I guess, a barrage of hit pieces and made-up lies and slander and everything they can think of. And of course, they have double motivation, because I'm also in favor of halting the poisoning of children with mercury in vaccines. You know, I'm pro-protecting children. I'm opposed to third trimester abortions and the organ harvesting of babies, the murder of babies. Yeah, I'm opposed to murdering babies. You know, that makes you an enemy of the left today, by the way. I'm in favor of upholding the law. I'm in favor of the Second Amendment. I'm a concealed carry weapons holder. I'm a long-range target shooter. You know, I believe in self-reliance. All of these things that the left absolutely hates. I support gay conservatives like Milo Yiannopoulos. They can't stand that. I'm a scientist. I run a science lab, and I'm exposing the mercury in vaccines. I'm exposing, you know, the contamination in the food supply. The left can't stand that. So they have to try to destroy people. So now they're saying if I don't destroy Alex Jones, they're going to destroy me. Now, you might ask the question, why do they think that I can destroy Alex Jones? And for the first time, I'm going to go public and tell you why they think that is, but they're also wrong. It's because a little over 3 years ago, one day, a thumb drive came into my possession through a route that I'm not going to disclose unless I'm talking to the FBI, which I may end up talking to the FBI to file a report about all of this harassment that's going on. I think there's a lot of criminality, and I'd like to work with the Department of Justice to find out who's doing this, who's doing this intimidation campaign, these almost, it's come down to, threats and almost blackmail, because somebody gave me a thumb drive back in 2013, and this thumb drive, which I have since destroyed, by the way, because I don't want to be any part of this. This thumb drive came to me, and it contained, I'll just say files. It contained files, and that's all I'm going to say about it. And it came with a threat at that time. And that threat said, essentially, if you don't publish these files, then we're going to destroy your credibility in the Alex Jones universe or the conservative media or what have you. And I refused to publish those files. And I held on to them, though, for a while. But I destroyed them many, many months ago. Because, again, I didn't want to be part of this. But these files came to me personally. They showed up at a location where they knew I would find the thumb drive. There's no record in an email, there's no postal mail, there's no shipment, nothing. It was physical, this thumb drive. And so what I've learned since then another offer came to me through another contact in the alt media, the independent media. An offer came to me that they would pay me $50,000 to go public with accusations that would destroy Alex Jones. And I told them not just no, but I told them hell no. Hell no. You're not gonna pay me money to try to destroy someone else out there who's a very powerful voice of resistance against the globalists and against the global elitists and the pedophiles and just all the evil that's in the world. Hell no. Keep your $50,000. Don't want your money. I heard that this offer was made to other people. And it is interesting to me that in the last few weeks, there has now been an ex-InfoWars employee that has, I guess, started to go public with accusations in the liberal media, no less. So I know that there are efforts that are being made out there to try to target independent media leaders, to try to turn them against each other. An ex-employee attacking their former, employer, or someone, attacking a colleague or something like that. You should understand that these are not spontaneous things. These are, in essence, provoked. These are forced upon them by probably the Media Matters people, probably the George Soros people. They contact people like they contacted me, and they threaten them. And they say, if you don't expose so-and-so, you are going to be destroyed. This is their tactic. And I bet there's a criminal element behind it. And it would sure be interesting to get this to the Justice Department and actually see about an investigation that could expose some of these people. Who does a good job of that, of exposing all this, is James O'Keefe, Project Veritas. He's been threatened too. You know that, like Luke Rudowski, We Are Change, he's been threatened. All these people have been threatened. Some people have been silenced successfully. But Alex Jones isn't going to be silenced. And I'm not going to be silenced. And so I just want to be on the record here. Watch for attacks in the coming days and weeks. They're going to be rapid pace. It's going to be an artillery barrage of slander and disinformation, just like everything that they use against Milo. And what did Milo do with it? He got a $250,000 advance for a book that has become the #1 best-selling book on Amazon.com. Good job, Milo. See, all these things backfire. They always backfire. They just make people more famous by trying to destroy them. Milo, the media attacks on Milo made him famous. It's the protesters and the violence that made him famous. Milo is a creation of the insane attack pieces of the left, in essence. And yeah, he's a very, very entertaining person himself, and very insightful, by the way. Just a hell of a lot of fun to watch. I love watching his speeches on campus. He's great. But they made him successful by attacking him. So it's going to be an interesting ride, folks. As you know, if you've listened to me for very long, I do believe that there is a civil war coming. And I'm on the record many times saying that I hope it doesn't devolve into a kinetic shooting war, but that I believe it will, because the left is so incredibly insane and violent that they will initiate it. And more importantly, the left-wing media will try to stage a false flag shooting that they can blame on the right. They will literally massacre a group of their own people if they can blame it on the right. If they can blame it on Second Amendment people or blame it on Donald Trump. Think about it. If they are the kind of people who will run around the independent media and start threatening and trying to intimidate publishers to turn on each other, what else would they be willing to do? The answer is almost anything. Because they have no ethics. They don't believe in God. They have no religion other than liberalism. They have no boundaries. They don't even believe in boundaries or borders. They're willing to do anything. They believe the ends justify the means as long as the ends support the rise of the Democrats. They are lawless. They are violent. They are mentally deranged. They are unhinged. They are dangerous to society. And that is why I will always oppose them. And that is why they will try to destroy me. Well, you know what? Good luck with that, because it's not going to work. Because the millions of people who follow my work already know who I am, and they already know what kind of person I am. They know that I'm a compassionate person, that I care about humanity, that I want to solve big problems. They know that I support liberty, that I support truth, and that I am outspoken about my beliefs, as every free citizen should be. I publish over 100 websites. I work hard. I put in an honest day's work every day. I try to help make America great again. I try to help people understand the world around them. I make honest money funding the operation by selling superfood, ultra-clean, lab-verified products through my laboratory, CWC Labs. My online store is called healthrangerstore.com if you want to check it out. I mean, what I am doing is it's a great story of how hard work helps make this world a better place. I mean, selling clean foods and providing information that helps people overcome disease and prevent disease. And I speak out, especially, I try to reach out to the African American community, tell them how Planned Parenthood is murdering their babies, tell them how the cancer industry is exploiting their pain and suffering for profit, you know. Try to teach them, use vitamin D, and you can prevent almost 80% of all cancers. Solutions are simple. Solutions for this society, for health and abundance and freedom, are very, very simple. And we would have them all already in place if it wasn't for these malicious, mentally ill, sociopathic, left-wing radicals who can only destroy. That's all they know, is how to destroy greatness and destroy prosperity and destroy liberty. That's the left-wing media. They are fake news, they are malicious, they are destroyers, and they will do everything to try to intimidate and silence anyone who supports President Trump. Well, not going to work with me. Donald Trump is my president, and I wish him the best, and I'm going to do my best to help support him over the next 8 years. God willing, if he can stay in the game, and I can stay in the game, and others can stay in the game, we might actually succeed in overthrowing the globalists, overthrowing the deep state, overthrowing the malicious, lawless left, and actually restoring this country to a place of liberty and freedom and abundance and relative happiness in the world. And that should be our goal. So if you support that goal, then keep checking out my information. It's naturalnews.com. Thanks for listening.